I'm back, and it is still podcast launch day, and as scheduled, we have agenda item 3 or 4, and that topic is talking about staying motivated. So just to recap the morning, we are here on participating in the podcast launch to help me launch the podcast because I need your support. And so here we are on, we're like in the middle of the show, and we've given away 1 prize, so I still have 5 to give away, so I'll be doing more. I'll be doing one in like 20 minutes. And I created this cool wheel with on a website called wheelofnames.com, and it's so awesome. I put everyone's name in who has participated or who has let me know, and now they have a chance to win all the prizes. And I'm actually going to take a screenshot so I can, So anyway, okay, so according to the schedule, we're going to be talking about staying motivated. And so I said that I would tell you how I stay motivated. And I do think that I have a little bit to add when it comes to motivation, because I can be honest with you and say that sometimes I'm not motivated. Hold on a second. I moved my computer. So like this lecture, where do I need to be? I need to move this way? No, I need to move this way. Okay, perfect. So I took a break and I worked out and had lunch. So that's why I changed, and that's why I'm still sweating. I can't stop sweating, which is actually a good thing. But anyway, okay, staying motivated. Oh my gosh. So there's so many outlooks on motivated. Is like, I'm being motivated. Like, motivation is overrated and it doesn't actually get the job done, blah, blah, blah. So I do know that getting motivated versus staying motivated, those are 2 different things. And so some of the things that I rely on, let's take it a step back. What is motivation? Motivation is basically the energy to get you from one location to the next location. Having the courage, having the desire, having the energy to do that. So, how do we get motivated? How do we stay motivated? And that is that has to be your personal endeavor. I know that you can have sources of motivation, like your daily reading, your mantras, activities, and those can motivate you, but really it has to be you that always has to take that step to seek motivation. So the things that motivate me are working in environments that I love. And I know that doesn't always mean that I can like be working while I look at the ocean. That maybe happens like once every 2 months or every 3 months. I love looking at the ocean, but at the same time, it's not realistic. So I've created an environment that I love to work in. So part of that is like having things that I love to look at. This is my planner. This is my Erin Condren planner, and I love it. It has so many things in it that I love. You can see the inside. There's like beautiful colors and stickers. And you're like, that motivates you? It looks like my skin. Yeah, it does. It does motivate me. And I always say that if I'm going to work hard, I want to love what I'm looking at. So I keep my technology up to date. I stay like surrounded by beautiful stationery. That motivates me. Okay? Something that motivates me is, I think my love language is words of affirmation. Okay? Now, I'm not saying I need my love language taken care of from like people at large, but I do like hearing, oh, Margaret, that was helpful. I do like when people let me know that what I did actually helped them, because A, it reconfirms that I'm doing the right thing, and B, it lends to my why, and my why is to help people. So I get motivated by that. I'll tell you, like this podcast, if you've watched any of these videos, you'll notice I've said a couple times that starting this podcast was like a challenge for me. And it was like I would constantly have reasons why I wasn't going to do it, or why I was putting it off for one more month or one more year. And finally, it did take a friend, Monica, who in January said, just do it. And then I ended up doing it like a few months later. But I got very, very serious. And I was motivated by the fact that I gave myself a deadline and that my friend was holding me accountable. And then now I'm super motivated because all the feedback I'm getting from you all who have downloaded the podcast and just have said that you loved it or that you learned something. Like, that's what it's about. It's not about starting a podcast for the sake of starting a podcast. It's about helping people. That's why you have it. Or entertaining people. That's why you have a podcast. There's a lot of reasons why you do that. So anyway, I love being in a creative space. So designing spaces that I love is very important to me. My home office is very me. It has like all the things I love. Every highlighter and gel pen that I could ever want, I own. If there's a piece of stationery that I'm wanting to like help with a process, I don't hesitate to go get it. I love having the things around me that I love, and that is very motivating. Music is also very motivating. So, you start playing Eye of the Tiger around me and like I will get stuff done. Also, silence is very motivating to me. So I think what's really important is that we individually figure out what motivates us. Hi, Jay. What motivates us, and hold on to it. And then even before that, maybe start thinking about the things that you want to accomplish. Remember, right now I'm live on my personal Instagram and awesome, Sarah, and my personal Facebook. And so taking a break from motivation, I just want to say that this podcast launch, I am really relying on my friends and my family to support the launch by subscribing to the Flex Your Influence podcast on your iTunes account or your Google Play account. So everything I'm talking about today, I'm trying to make it for anyone, not just people who own a business, because that's not really who I'm talking to right now. I'm talking to us all. So think about the thing that you want to accomplish, whether that's in your own business, you want to grow your reach, or you want to reach out to your customers in a greater way, in a more frequent way, or you want to start a new gym routine, you want to, whatever that goal is, start thinking about ways that you're actually going to accomplish it. Because I can write goals down all day long, and don't worry, I do. I keep all of my goals. I write them down all of the time. But if I'm not working towards them, then what is it? It's just like a pie in the sky. It's just a dream. It's just a daydream. I'm really good at daydreaming too. But you have to find what's going to move you. I remember, I don't know what I was listening to, but the woman said, you make room for the things you want to make room for. And I was just talking to my trainer about that. We were talking about, you can be too busy to work out, and I've been there for years. Like, I want to work out. I love to work out. I love to run. But it's like there's so many things that come first. And at the end of the day, it has to be, what do you want the most? You know, what do you really want to work for? Because nothing is going to fall in your lap, especially health. So anyway, it's like a few months ago, I made the choice that I was going to make time to work out, rain or shine, busy or not busy, podcast launch or not, it was happening. And so, yeah. And the same thing with the podcast launch. And then right now, we, as a company, we're also relaunching the Flex Your Influence community. That's going to be another big launch. We're probably going to do a very similar launch as I'm doing right now, because this has been very energizing. Also very draining, but very energizing. But the thing is that I don't want anybody to look at the launch or look at Socialize LA as a whole and think, wow, like you just do it and, you know, it's successful, it happens, it's awesome. There's so many moving parts, there's so many moments of doubt, there's so many moments of hurdle, there's so many moments of speed bumps, there's bumps in the road. There are just moments where you just don't feel like doing it, but something tells you you have to do it. And so the motivation comes in all different ways, but it's all very personal. So it could just be adding music to your great playlist, or it could be like working outside, or it could be, honestly, I love working from my couch. I get a lot done from my couch because I'm comfortable, I am by myself, and I have no distractions. But last night, I worked in my office in downtown LA till about 8 o'clock, and I got so much done. It just depends, but you need to know yourself. You need to know yourself to know what's going to take you to that next level. Okay, I am going to do I'm going to check to see if I need to add any names, and then I'm going to do a giveaway. Whew, it's hot. I just turned the air down to 69. It was at 74, so. Okay, let's see here. Did I get everyone? Oh, Abby. It's so great to see all these names. Okay. Oh, Lisa. Did I get loving and listening to you? Okay, awesome. Let me make sure that I got you, Lisa. I'm going to add Lisa C. Okay, great. So now I'm spinning the wheel. It's so fun. And this is I'm going to close my eyes. And the winner is going to get a $25 Amazon gift card. Cassie Willard from Orlando, Florida. Yay! How do I get podcasts? Jamie, go to your Google Play Store and search hashtag Flex Your Influence and then download. I think. I'm pretty sure that's it though, Jay, because I studied it before. And then I'm going to let me know when you're done so I can put your name in the drawing. Okay, so Cassie won $25 to Amazon. Yay! Thanks, Jay. Did you find it? If you guys have questions, please feel free to ask me. I know podcasts are new to some. They were new to me. At one point, podcasts were new to everyone. So, Jeff, do you have an iPhone? If you haven't, I think you have an iPhone, right? On your iPhone, download the podcast app if you don't already have it. And then once you have the podcast app loaded, you just search hashtag Flex Your Influence and you'll get it. Okay, so I'm going to do a little tutorial here. You guys are stuck with me for a while. Let me look at my my agenda to make sure I am not forgetting anything. Let me see. Okay, good, great. Once you have it, you can comment on my post, my most recent post, and I'm adding people from there. I added Erica and Ricky. Let me see here. Okay. Yes. Okay, so I'm free. I may stop the recording and then start it again because I don't want it to get too long, because I'm also putting this on YouTube. Okay. Great. Now how do I... Oh my gosh. So just so you know what I'm looking at this moment, I have two screens going. I have the Instagram going on my iPhone, and then I have Facebook Live going on my computer. Technically, I could probably have a couple more going, but I don't think I could control that many cameras. So I am going to go here just in case anybody is commenting and I need to... Oh, hey, I'm sorry, guys. Hi, Mom. I did not see these comments. Okay, so Mom, I'm going to help you get the podcast when I come over tonight, so don't worry about it. And Melissa, too. Grandma cannot get the podcast because Grandma and I share an iTunes account. So, anyway, okay. So here we are. If you are wondering how in the world to participate, okay, if you have an iPhone, I have another iPhone. Let me see if I can grab it. Actually, I have an iPad. If you have an iPhone, the first thing you need to do is download the app Podcast if you don't already have it. So if you're not a podcast user, you just go to your app store and search for podcasts. I already have it downloaded, so I'm going to hit open. Then you go to search. You might not be able to actually see this. And then you go to search and you type in hashtag. You need to type in the hashtag flex your influence. Search. There it is. You'll see that picture. See it? Click on it. And don't worry if you didn't see your rating or your subscription, that you subscribed. These things are not up to date like right away, so it's fine. But it will happen. Then you can listen, download each episode and listen. And then you play. And then you can rate it once you've downloaded an episode and it knows that, you have the episode, then you can hit rate. Okay? So that's it. That's how you do it. And then on Android, I'm Android here. So with the Android, it's good because you have the Google Play Store, and we are there too. So if you go to Google Play, you also do the same thing in that you search for hashtag flex your influence. So I'm on the Google Play Store right now as we speak. And did it work? Jamie, you got it. Awesome. So my cousin Jamie did it. So she was able to do it by the notes that I gave you, by just going to the Google Play Store and typing it in. I downloaded Google Podcasts. Thank you, Jamie. Yes. Okay, so you go to the Google Play Store and then download Google Podcasts. And guys, there's a lot of really great podcasts too. So this might be opening you up to something really fun. Download Google Podcasts and then search Flex Your Influence. Thank you, Jamie. I'm adding you to the to the drawing. I hope you win. So I actually talked about Jamie a couple of Facebook Lives ago, because I was talking about like how I started my company and how Jamie was like always liking my posts, and how we were talking about how do you support the small business owner in your life, even if you're not buying their products, like maybe you don't need them or whatever. Yeah, Jamie. But you can support them by liking their posts, sharing their posts, and even just talking about their company to people who might need them. And so Jamie's been that to me 100%. So anyway, I'm glad we figured out the podcast. I know we were talking about this for like a month already. Jamie is actually my cousin. So cousins are allowed to win, okay? Cousins are allowed to win. So, wow, there's so much happening right now. I can't even tell you. There's so much going on right now on the internet. So if I'm not responding to you at this very moment, just know that I have like 10 screens open. BCF for sure. Michelle will be really jealous. That's our other cousin. One of our other cousins. Okay, so here we go. So let's get back on track. We did a giveaway. I'll do another giveaway at 4, and then I'll end the taping, and then I'll start again, and we'll have a new topic. So now I'd like to talk to you a little bit about staying organized, okay? How in the world do I stay organized? Oh my gosh. An organization is super important in anything we do, right? I don't care if you have a 9-to-5 job and you sit in the same spot every day. You need to be organized, even more so than others, right? Then you have, if you're a business owner, you need to be organized. And I know a lot of us, it's a struggle. I mean, and I love planning. I love all of that, but at the end of the day, it's like, oh my gosh, you've got to. Crafty, did you figure it out? Good. So at the end of the day, it's like you have to like make sure you have your projects in line and your tasks in line. And there's so many elements. There's so many elements of your life, your family, your home, your business, your job, your responsibilities, your community service, your work at your church or in your community, so many things. So I'll let you know that an organization is always a very big topic of conversation, organization and time management. So again, I showed you my planner. So every week I lay out the week ahead of me. And in my week, I have my week divided, like my paper divided into all of the roles I play in my life. So I have home, and home includes Brian, my hubby, church, and that's like anything going on that I need to do, or that I've taken, I've volunteered to do, and then of course our junior high youth group, anything that needs to be done there, and then business and personal. And in personal I have me, and then in personal I also have family and friends. So I plan to see my family and friends. I plan to make time for them, because if not, remember, we make time for the things we want to make time for. If I don't make time for them, then I won't see them. I recently had a weekend away with 2 of my best friends, and we have to plan it out months in advance, and or else it doesn't get done. I have friends that live more locally, so I'm able to do dinner with them every once in a while, but we have to plan it out sometimes weeks in advance. But that's how I stay organized, is that I keep things that are important to me top of mind. So like in my box, in my personal stuff, it's like, okay, when am I going to work out? When am I going to get things done, like, get my hair done or whatever? all of that's listed if it's happening in that week. And so all my week is broken out and the tasks are listed. And then that's when I break out, okay, so what days are these things going to happen? So it's like playing Tetris with my schedule. That is seriously how I run my life. If you've ever seen my calendar before, then you can see how to the T I plan. And you might think it might be overkill. But if I don't, I will set myself up for failure. And that is the last thing that I want to do. So I write everything down on Saturday or Sunday, depending on when I find the time, and I prep that next week. Then daily, I have a little notebook where I map out my day. And I have the week version where I see all the high level stuff that needs to get done. And then like today, I'll be looking at Tuesday and I'm like, podcast launch. But not only did I have a podcast launch, I had 3 team meetings, I had a client meeting, I had a workout, and then tonight I'm having dinner with my family. So, and also Brian is out on an adventure with some friends, and so I wanted to be available to him if he needed anything. And so that's the day. But I was ready for it because it was all written down. And the night before, I always look at my calendar for the next day so I know what's going on. But what's really funny is that this morning I got up. And I already said this, but just I know other people are listening or watching that weren't watching earlier this morning. And I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, great. I have nothing to do today. Well, as far as seeing people face to face. And I was so happy. And then in this, like a split second thought, I was like, oh my gosh, today's the podcast launch. I'm going to be live all day long. So it was just really funny how excited I got that I wasn't going to be doing any face-to-face meetings. So that's funny. But anyway, so this segment of our Facebook Live was all about being motivated and getting organized, finding what works for you, what works for me might not work for you. You might think I'm crazy. Hi, Trish. You might think I'm crazy to have like 2 planners or to have all this stuff, but that's what works for me. And you have to create a system. And sometimes it takes time to create a system. So yeah, it's a bit involved. But again, that's where the motivation comes in to say, all right, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to hunker down and do it. Oh, I'll tell you right now, and maybe I'll talk about this in the next segment, but I am, like, my goal right now, my number one goal is to nail the Miracle Morning. Is anybody familiar with the Miracle Morning? The Miracle Morning is basically, it's just about having a routine in the morning, and I also have that at the end of the day. So how you start your day sets you up. I think we can all agree with that. I don't know about you, but so many times in my life, I have woke myself up, and the first thing I look at is my email. That is not a great way to start your day because you never know what's in that email. You never know what is going to be in your email or in your text messages. So it's important to get your head straight before you head in for the day. So I am determined to not let the first thing that I do be looking at my email. As a matter of fact, I want to look at my email almost like the 10th thing that I do in the morning. Now, I'm not saying that my Miracle Morning is going to start at 10 in the morning. You know, my Miracle Morning will start anywhere from 5 to 7. So I do give myself a lot of grace when I need sleep. I'll take it. So yeah, I'm not trying to like be the person that wakes up at 4 a.m. every morning. And he does talk about that in the book, Hal Elrod. But I am just like not a 4 a.m. person. And if I am, it's to be doing something really fun. And I don't want to be up that early. There's no need to. So anyway, I am going to, I'm gonna dive into that a little more in our next segment, because I think the Miracle Morning is really an awesome concept, and if you've never heard of it, I think it could be really impactful for you, for all of us, and it doesn't have to be difficult. I'll even share with you what my routine is, and then you'll be like, really? That's not a hard routine. Yeah, it's like I'm not like getting up and doing an hour workout. Like that's not part of it. So anyway, I want to just like circle back to what we're doing, why I'm going live so much today. You're probably like, what is going on? Yeah, after today, you're going to be like, Margaret, please like take a break from going live for a while. I'll want to, but anyway. So I am going live all day today for the Flex Your Influence podcast launch. And I am asking my friends, family, and colleagues to please subscribe to the podcast on either the Google Podcast Store or iTunes. And once you do that, like I'm excited that you're doing that and you're texting me, but what I would love for you to do is comment either on my Instagram post or on our Socialize LA Facebook page. It's the pinned post. It's also in my, for the Instagrammers, it's the link in my bio. For the Facebookers, it is, I don't think I put it actually in this description because I didn't do a description. So I'm going to put it in, for Facebook, I'm going to put, oh yeah, I did. Yeah, it's there. It's in the description of this Facebook Live. So you have all of that to do, but once you do that, let me know so I can add you to the giveaways, because I bought so many giveaways. I have Amazon cards, I have one more Amazon card, 3 more Target cards, and then 1 Erin Condren surprise box. And the surprise box is amazing. I posted a picture of it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/socializela. It's so awesome. I bought it just for this giveaway. I bought it 2 months ago. It was the spring box, and they've already done the summer box. I didn't buy an extra summer box. I bought one for me, though. I am a sucker for Erin Condren. Really bad. So anyway, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm going live so much, and I need your help. So if you are a podcast listener, subscribe. If you're not a podcast listener, subscribe. And you're like, well, I don't have a business. What's your podcast about? I don't think I've even said that. I have. The podcast is about flexing your influence. It's about business and marketing, making an impact, but also having fun. Everything I do is going to be fun. I mean, show of hands, if you've ever been around me, you're going to have a good time if you're around me. This is just the way it is. I love having fun, even when I'm learning, even when I'm working. I think it's the only way to live, to be honest with you. So even when like we're so serious and we have so much going on, it's like you've got to have fun, because I am all about creativity. And where there's fun, there's creativity. If you're bored, you're not creative. So that's what the podcast is about. It's about having fun and doing what you're doing, and hopefully to motivate you too. So I really hope that there's something for everyone in the podcast. I know it definitely is geared more towards business. That's why I'm like so thankful to my friends and family who are not in the industry, who are still helping me out. I really appreciate you. But yeah. So we are going to do a drawing, and let me make sure I don't need to add anybody else to the drawing. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a break. And then I am going to come back and we're going to talk about the Miracle Morning. It's so amazing. Hi, friend. I hope you're having fun on your vacation. Okay, let me see here. Okay, let's see. Oh, I need to tell Cassie she won the last one. Okay, let me look at my Instagram. I can't see it from... And can I also tell you guys how hard it is to be on a Facebook Live all day long? So just in case everyone's thinking like, wow, like Margaret has a lot of energy. It's really difficult. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's see here. Oh wait, I did add Jamie. Okay, here we go. This is for a Target gift card. And the winner of the Target gift card is, I'm not kidding you, it is Jamie. Let me show you. Do you see? It says Jamie. So, because I've made such a big deal about Jamie like helping me and about being like a huge part of my business and helping me grow. And then she won. I just wanted you guys to know that it was not a cheat. So, yep, you won, Jay. You won a $25 gift card to Target. So, I need to get that to you. Thank goodness, because that's a physical card. The Amazon are electronic, and I'm going to see you, so that's good. All right, guys, I'm going to take a break. I will be back in about 12 to 20 minutes, depending on... how involved in my break I get. And then I will talk to you soon. Bye.